Hello and welcome to the Artist Studio. You'll have to bear with me today. I'm working with what I got, and right now I got an iPad to make this video. I'm using the mirror to be able to see myself and hope I can produce a half-decent quality image. So usually around this time of the month, I release the past 30 days in art. In all honesty, this month I didn't create too much physical art. I was sort of engaged in the idea of conceptual art, and that came all across from marketing, the idea of marketing your art. And people might like to believe I just get to hang out with pretty models and drink coffee all day, and that's part of it, but a huge part of my business is business, and that's what I concentrated on mostly this month, and that's how my time was preoccupied. Most of that time was spent on Twitter, and what I found appealing and what really got me going about the idea of Twitter was the fact that in this day and age, and it has been since about the 80s, the idea of art is conceptual art, meaning that art is not necessarily the physical object, but the concept in which it is created. And I'm not sure if this is a real word, but it's one of my favorites these days. That is endemic in the art galleries these days, as you see half-assed art, excuse my judgment, half-assed art on or uncompleted art hanging in galleries with very nice things written about them. And yes, they're a nice concept, maybe not a finished piece of art. So playing with that, I went off on Twitter, and the results are actually pretty remarkable. The results being that I had over or close to 100,000 views of my tweets, and I've done pretty good on other forms of social media too. So I'm going to walk you through what I did this month, and it's going to be pretty quick. Oh, the colors in here are awful. You'll have to excuse me, and you'll have to excuse the fact my room/studio is a mess, but the maid hasn't been in. She's on vacation. So that's a skull drawing. It's a mass contour drawing, and that's, you're just creating mass. You're creating the mass of the image that you're looking at just by creating aggressive marks. That's a butterfly. You can see basic studies underneath. More Hogarth studies, because you got to keep your hands strong. Haha, hands, drawing hands. Those are actually studies from life, which is always more difficult than drawing from books, which is why I tend to draw from life rather than books. And then now let's look at some social media stuff that I managed to accomplish. So you better believe I screenshot that when I saw that. And the great thing about this 92,000 hits, almost 92, about or whatever, is that they were very specific. I was targeting a very specific audience. Now when I say targeting, I don't necessarily mean that in a bad way. There's nothing wrong. Oops, now I'm getting confused. There's nothing wrong with targeting the people you want to get a hold of, as long as you target them with honesty and integrity, which is what part of this is. And part of art is inspiring others, and therefore part of my deal is inspiring those who have inspired me. So I spent a lot of time contacting people. Here's some other things. One of the things I've done social media wise is I've tried to pick a fight. I don't think you can really see the views, or I haven't tried to pick a fight. I've had an open challenge to CM Punk, who just entered the UFC from the WWE, who many people would say is not real fighting. I'm not going to get into the debate of that. I know the honest truth, it is real fighting. But what has managed to happen through those, and unfortunately you can't see it, is that my Punk versus Punk video got 87 views. My Punk versus Punk Another Challenge Met in Silence got 130 videos. A poem to CM Punk, oh, you're getting an awful shot of me, got 69 views. And my last video message to Dana White, which I just posted last night, has gotten 74 views, which may not sound a lot unless you have under 500 followers on Facebook and under 400 followers on Twitter, and then you take those numbers into consideration, and that's pretty incredible. So now the great thing about this is using social media as marketing or as art is you're still marketing yourself, but you're no longer looking to sell something. And I think when we're making art, we don't necessarily need to always sell something, because really what we're selling is the idea of a life, or we sell ideas, I guess, just like everyone else. So that was the past 30 days in art. Sorry I look a little rough and rugged. I didn't have a chance to shower after I got out of the gym. I'm actually headed to the gym again, because you better believe I'm training for that fight, and I don't care who they put me in the ring with. I'm going to take them out, because it seems I'm too ugly for movies, and too dumb to die, and too dumb for art. So this is what I'm working on, and it's just actually one more way I'm looking to inspire the public, because if you can do incredible things that people think inhumanly possible, well, that's a great thing. So that's the last 30 days in Artish. Sorry I look like hell. I love you all. Thanks.